blame, you net it.
I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some me should stick it in the bullroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some me should stick it in the bullroom. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Sticking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the front, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, not the detonator. I'll kill in every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself up back before the bull run. Tell me should stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some me should stick it in the ballroom.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to EMP.Money. My name is AJ, I am the team lead here, and this is a special late night AMA, where we are. If you listen to the recording, you're in for a doozy today. We are dropping some major alpha on something that we've been teasing for the last week or so now, and we are going to jump right into it today. So, EMP. Well, before that, I'm also joined by our 2 team members, LA and Bull. How are you guys?
Excited.
Yes, 100%.
We're up all night, just like Elvira, the mistress of the night. Up all night, banging away, checking in on people, cracking codes, making omelets. But let's go, I guess.
I love it, Bull. Yeah, we've been going nonstop, and that's one of the reasons why we had to push the AMA back today, just getting all of our ducks in a row on these rollouts. So not only are we releasing our Detonator NFT, but we've been teasing a very special project that we're finally able to announce tonight, and that is our Power Up NFT, which is an Ethereum virtual miner on Ethereum mainnet. So as you can tell from the title of this live stream, that kind of gave it away, but we're going to go into what that means for both EMP, for potential investors, for, new eyeballs, and really, LA did an amazing job laying it all out in a Medium article. So I'm going to kick things off with that. I'm going to read through this Medium article. I'll pull it up here on stream, and then we can elaborate a little bit more after that. And we'll tie up any loose ends towards the end. But this is something we've been working on for a while now, and we're super excited to finally release the details. So, all right, give me one moment while I pull that up. Bull or LA, anything you want to add before we get into the nitty gritty while I pull up the Medium article? Go ahead.
No, well, of course. You've always talked about having kind of a beachhead or a landing page or, some type of a footprint on ETH mainnet. And here it is. This is going to be, our D-Day of the bear market to, blast away the bad times. And I think this is going to be a smashing success. Mining sucks. Everybody knows it. And this is, specifically really looking to help those people out of the bottom, out of the bear market. But it's going to be, it's powered really for everybody.
Yeah, 100% Bull. All right, well, I have it up now, and we can go through it line by line, and then we'll talk a little bit more about our overall approach on all this. But this will be a new NFT that is launching on Ethereum mainnet. So we're opening ourselves up to a whole new audience on ETH, and really, not only are we targeting, ETH and mainnet and people that maybe have Ethereum in their wallet not doing anything, but this is an amazing way to also target a subcategory of crypto like Bull said, capitalizing on the miners that are no longer able to earn through their GPU mining of Ethereum. And really, not only are we able to provide incredible APR 5 times higher than current mining operations of ETH, but it's all done hands off without the overhead of electricity and the noise and everything else. So we're going to get into all the benefits of this, but let me just go ahead and read this and we'll go from there. So, Power Up, Ethereum virtual miner by EMP.Money. Again, Power Up NFTs have 5 times the APR than their current mining operation, and EMP is proud to introduce Power Up, a high utility collection of Ethereum virtual miners, delivering pure passive income and leading ROI that give holders the ability to earn lucrative yields in Ethereum, uh, in the Ethereum token rather, which can be claimed on a weekly basis. So just like you would be earning by mining ETH, we're able to achieve those same results through our platform and give that opportunity to those that hold this special NFT. So proof of work rewarded by unlimited potential. Let me scroll down. All right, so
That's what it stands for, Power Up.
yes, thank you, LA. Yeah, that's the acronym. So there you go. Why we came up with Power Up. So, um, all right. So the most powerful route to sustainable and reliable 5x returns without the setbacks and frustration of traditional mining, even in the middle of a bear market. An innovative new NFT that we believe is truly going to disrupt the crypto mining industry and provide a solution to a lot of the challenges that miners are encountering today. Um, all right, so the miners are built and secured with the financial networks of the future, or meaning EMP. We pay our respect to these miners. Um, Hang on, let me reread that. I'm going a little too fast here. All right, so the miners built and secured the first financial networks of the future, and Bull is going to elaborate on this a little bit. He has an awesome analogy towards the end, but um, miners, again, we pay our respect to these miners with an offer to participate in the most profitable ETH mining in crypto. So, without the issue of high overhead, mining equipment, sky high electric costs, loud noises, risk of algorithm changes, and long ROI times, as well as fear of government regulators. So again, those are all the downsides of what we've seen in crypto mining, and we're able to offer even better returns than these miners are giving in pure Ethereum by utilizing our ecosystem at EMP in the most proper way possible without having to have you go through the academy or learn our ecosystem. Now, those of you that are already here in EMP, and know what's going on, you're able to earn probably a little bit more APR. And that's why, again, we want to target those that are outside of our community. But there is that convenience factor. So realize that by holding the Power Up NFT, that it's very hands off. So, with convenience, you may make a little bit less over the long run, but it's still 5 times what current Ethereum miners or what any miners are producing. Again, you can no longer mine Ethereum because it's not proof of work, it's now proof of stake. But even Cadena and Bitcoin, a lot of these large ASIC miners, they have a 3 or 4 year ROI time, and we're looking to get ROI down to about 1 year with our protocol and this NFT. So again, many are still mining at a loss right now. Others have had to sell their mining rigs just to pay their expenses, and those that aren't at a loss are still in a position where it takes the next 3 or 4 years just the ROI. Again, everything I just said. This is the fuel that supercharged our motivation to create these Ethereum virtual miners, because to see the very people that built and secured the network now mining at a loss or shutting down their rigs, there had to be a better way. All right, let me scroll down a little more. All right, up until now, there really hasn't been an innovative alternative to come along and shake up the mining industry. Power Up NFTs plug you into the most profitable ecosystem with proven yields of actual Ethereum, with one of the most trusted protocols and teams in crypto. We want to give miners a vehicle to accumulate as much ETH as possible during the bear market and far beyond. With 5x the APR of even the leading ASIC miners, the ROI far outperforms anything on the market today and gives the added benefit of being liquid in the form of a sellable NFT. So that's another amazing point. I mean, typical ASIC miners are anywhere between $20,000 and $50,000 a piece, and a lot of people, not only do you have to worry about shipping it, but the markets are very illiquid. They're filled with scams. You don't know who you're buying the miners from. You wire, the money through your bank, and you may never ever get a miner. So again, this is another super positive aspect to having it encapsulated as an actual NFT that has liquidity and can easily be sold on the secondary market uh, if you need to exit your position, or maybe you want to buy a discounted Power Up NFT. So again, another huge benefit. We have the best in class returns on staked ETH historically and currently. Again, a lot of you were loving the ETH staking contract, and so this is a version of that that we're utilizing our protocol to be able to generate straight Ethereum yield. So and a track record of extremely, again, this is what I was saying, a track record of extremely successful staking where we collected over 785 ETH and paid investors a 19% return in a matter of only 3 months. So, as well as pulling off the largest independent mint in BNB Chain history in the middle of a bear market. All right, let me go down a little bit more.
I think that deserves a pause right there for a second, AJ.
All right, well, yeah, please, bro, go
Because
ahead.
I I think that really gets overlooked. Not by the people on this call, I'm sure. Everybody here is a super genius. We're super aware of, the ecosystem, how it's going on. However, I just want to pat everybody here on the back because I'm sure that everybody here participated in that. And, to collect 785 ETH, pay that out, no questions asked. It was filled 100% in the midst of a bear market, right? That right there, like, is just an insane accomplishment, right? Because what was that at the time? Something like $2.5 million or something. It was an extreme amount of money, and to look at that and say, why should we trust like this protocol? And people did. People that own this protocol, like, put into that and stake because they understood that being the largest good acting whale helped build this ecosystem. It helped secure this protocol for the future, right? And that's nothing to like really just no big deal. You know what? Okay, if we look at like the big NFT launches and them collecting, millions and millions of dollars, yeah, okay, that's on ETH mainnet, all the ETH, everybody's swimming in ETH over there, but that's not how it is on BNB chain. But everybody that contributed came through really like in the middle of that bear market when everybody was afraid. There was no reason, people, had to invest in that. They could have said, nah, I'll just do it myself. But they understood, like, look, this is my protocol, and I'm going to do what I can, to defend it and grow it and build it. And I look at that and think, like, in so many ways, that is such a testament to this protocol, the pieces of the protocol, the people in the protocol. And when you put in the context of really the time period, the bear market, how much more impressive like that statistic is, and then follow it up with the Sentinel Squadron NFT launch, biggest launch of an NFT in BNB chain history, minus Pancake Swap, but they don't really count.
Yeah.
But we love you, Pancake Swap.
Totally, Bull. No, man, 100%. And again, I mean, we have so much going on that we do kind of gloss over a lot of those details. Like Bull said, just take a minute and pause to really think about that. I mean, what we've been able to accomplish with EMP and the protocol overall is just a major testament to not only the economics that we built, but also, the sustainability of these sort of protocols. I mean, again, we're paying out APR every single day, and you know, not only is it something that we want to obviously bring to a larger audience, but we feel the timing is amazing as well with the FTX debacle. I saw BlockFi just filed for Chapter 11 today. It's like, you know, one bad bit of news after another, but all of those are centralized exchanges and entities. You know, we're promoting a decentralized finance or DeFi. And again, the average crypto user has no idea about what we're offering. And again, they're holding just Ethereum in their wallet, hoping that the price goes up one day, which it will. Don't get me wrong. I mean, again, we always say to have your, you know, reserve assets, but the way to make true wealth is to have your money working for you. And so this is a great opportunity to put your Ethereum to work and eventually end up making more Ethereum than what you started with. I mean, that is the dream of mining in general. And we're able to deliver that in a much easier and more efficient way. So EMP's new Power Up NFT collection. Uh, Hang on, did I read this part? No, I don't think I did. So EMP's new Power Up NFT collection connects you with all the benefits of mining without any of the drawbacks. At EMP, we always had a philosophy we can all win together, and we very much want to give miners a vehicle to accumulate as much ETH as possible during the bear market and far beyond. When you hold a Power Up NFT, you access an optimized mining investment. Power Up NFTs plug you into the most profitable ecosystem and give you a chance to beat the bear market with an asset that produces ETH daily. Again, you are getting actual Ethereum every single day. The what I consider the top dog of crypto. Yes, Bitcoin obviously, but ETH I feel has a much higher upside potential. And those that are actually using ETH understand that. I know I can't tell you anybody that uses BTC to actually transact in things. So these Ethereum virtual miners allow you to earn in an ETH-backed mining liquidity pool with over $6 million. Are you ready to dive in? Yes, we are. I love it. I'm bullish. All right, so why spend all your earnings on your monthly expenses when you can accumulate true wealth? Again, to run a miner with high electricity costs, you end up mining at a loss, where this has zero overhead once you actually own it. So lower your expenses, increase your profits, and power up your portfolio. Presented by EMP.Money, a team backed by trust, transparency, and a track record of proven results. So, again, this is on Ethereum mainnet. We will be having our mint December 3rd at 8 a.m. Eastern, and it will go for 48 hours only. We do not have a maximum supply, so we may end up opening further mints on this NFT. But for right now, it's whatever we sell within that 48-hour window is what the first batch of earning will receive. And again, these are not going to be cheap. They are $1,000 each. But when you put that in perspective, again, an ASIC miner is $10 to $50,000. So again, we hope that a lot of the Ethereum mainnet users and Ethereum miners, as well as crypto investors that are not familiar with EMP, can use this as a great way to get involved. So all right, that is the article. Bull or LA, you want to go over anything I missed, and then we can kind of tie up some loose ends. Bull, I would love to hear you expand. You used to be a miner, so I would love to hear, why you think
We
this
all
is.
used to be miners, AJ.
That's true.
Um,
Yes.
but
Yeah,
this is a different kind of miner, right?
it
So,
is. Yeah.
okay, yeah. I used to be a miner. I loved it. It's how I got started in crypto. And, like the article says, this pays like respect and homage to the people that built crypto. And really, they're getting fucked. Sorry, YouTube. Because of really bad press. And, it is what it is, but the miners are getting shit on. And it's not right. And so, I look at this, as not proof of work, but proof of liquidity. So remember that. But, so the way I've always looked at mining was that those networks were built by the miners because they had such large capital like investment to start miners, be it a small person who bought GPUs at their house and paid for that electricity and paid for that electrician to come over, or, a big firm that's set up, at a hydro plant. But without those people, this industry wouldn't exist because proof of stake really didn't exist. And proof of work is where it was at. And that is the history of, crypto. The reality is all of that money really got put into those blockchains, be it Bitcoin, be it Ethereum or any other proof of work chain. And I know it might sound silly, but up until when mining was just kind of CPU based and people are mining Bitcoin with CPU, you're a lucky duck if you were, but it wasn't worth anything. Because there was no capital expenditure put into that. People were just, it was like SETI folding at home, whatever. It was just a hobby for people. But, when a couple things fell into place, all of a sudden this capital expenditure, started getting put into the blockchain. And then resources got put into really utilizing that. But without that money being put into the blockchain, I'm pretty convinced, about 98% convinced that crypto wouldn't exist had people not started spending, hundreds of millions to billions of dollars to set that up. And what they were effectively doing was making a long-term deposit into those networks with the hope of, slowly withdrawing over time and having price appreciation on that blockchain. And so, but I'm going to mention like a downside to that is that, well, I'll mention two downsides. Two of the big downsides with mining is that it's predominantly controlled by ASICs, and that's controlled by one company in the world. And so it's at the whim of this one company if a proof of work blockchain will succeed or fail. And I don't like the idea of that. I don't think anybody in crypto likes that. But the point is that that's how like mining is right now for people. And that's why it's so like vastly, like really unprofitable. But if we look at like Power Up, right? This Ethereum virtual miner, this is a reward to those proof of workers, proof of worker rewards with unlimited potential, or ultimate potential. And so I look at this as, instead of having that huge capital expenditure of buying an ASIC that's completely illiquid, you're hoping beyond hope that, for anybody that's never mined and you've bought an ASIC, I'll just lay out this process quickly and show you just how messed up it is. You go on to Bitmain's website, you pre-sale, you send them BTC, and then you wait 3 months to 6 months to get your device. However, they'll use it for you for 2 months to test it for you, and then they'll send it to you. And you'll get it, and then the next thing you know, the difficulty of the network's gone up because they have the next batch of pre-sales that they're testing. And so you make, as more and more people enter the market for mining, the less and less you earn, because predominantly the one entity that controls that proof of work is that ASIC company Bitmain. And it's beyond messed up in terms of decentralization. So when I look at this, this concept that we developed here is that this gives people the access to mine without all of those headaches, the worry about this huge centralized authority, controlling or manipulating the market, any type of algorithm changes. Look, we're tied to ETH, we're tied to BNB. We're never going to change that. And so I look at it, and instead of having that huge capital expenditure to benefit one big company, in terms of buying that ASIC, paying for that electricity, setting up, all these things that's required to mining, all you have to do here is buy an NFT, and you have direct access to this ecosystem. But here's the big benefit. We've all seen it. As more people enter this ecosystem, the more valuable the tokens, in this ecosystem become, versus other blockchains. When more and more people enter, when more and more miners enter specifically, you make less and less and less as a miner. Here, it's exactly the opposite. And you know why? Because this is a decentralized protocol, where all of the users own the liquidity here. So we determine the fate of how this operates, not one singular company in China. No hate to the people in China, but we decide how this network goes. All of us here, we cast our votes by how we buy and sell. But by and large, this is the most simple, the most fair, no wife aggravation, because you have these loud, noisy, obnoxious miners, blaring away in your house, costing you thousands and thousands of dollars a month in electricity. And no hate to the miners. Like I said, I love mining. I think it's really cool. It's a real shame what's happened to the market in terms of who owns it and who controls it. So this is the most elegant solution. And where, we have said before, there's never been a better return on ETH than the ETH staking contract. There is currently no better option to earn ETH than on this platform, regardless of if you're on mainnet, if you're on any other chain. It doesn't matter. This is still the most profitable place to earn and stack and stake ETH. And so this is the perfect situation for literally every single ETH miner out there, every single person that wants to stack ETH. And where, Atlantean said, what if 50% of the ETH, came to EMP? Well, we'd fucking love it. Because you know why? It would be fair and everybody here would benefit greatly versus, that other scenario I gave you, all of that ETH going to one company to build you miners that, you don't really own. And have no control over what happens. Here, you have ultimate control to dictate and determine like the fate of this ecosystem. And this is just an incredibly fair way to do it, because not only that, like if you ever want to get out of the mining game, you have to sell those miners. And the problem with trying to sell those miners, if anybody's ever sold a high dollar ticket item on eBay, you know what you do until you get your money and it's 60 days later? You're chewing your fingernails, pulling your hair out, because you're worried somebody's going to, screw you over and issue you a chargeback and send you back a rock, and then you're out 20 grand. Because that's how it is on eBay. Here, we don't have to worry about that, because you know what? You want to step out of your position on Power Up, if that's what you wanted, there's going to be a market to resell. So more liquid, and you know what? When you sell it, you list it and you sell it on NF Trade or on any of the, we don't have a spot where it's set up yet, but when you go to sell it, you're not going to have to worry about, oh my God, is somebody going to screw me over? No, we know, because everything is executed via smart contract here, and that's fair. You shouldn't have to worry about when you sell something if you're going to get screwed on the other end. And that's one of the great, that is one of the, super benefits of crypto, is that you can remain anonymous. You don't have to worry about getting screwed when you sell something. And so this Power Up NFT, this Ethereum virtual miner, I think it's going to be just outrageously popular on ETH mainnet. I know we've been working really diligently in the background, just talking to everybody, because this is something that the market really deserves and needs right now, because I know that AJ's mentioned that the ROI, everything is just terrible for miners right now. And this, even in, so let me say one more thing about mining. I said when people mine and you get, when in a bull run, that's one of the least profitable times to mine actually crypto. Because what you're supposed to do in the bull market is sell your hardware, because people are paying 2 to 4 or 5 times more for it than what you bought it for. But the difficulty goes up, you earn less. But it's a bear market right now. It should be fairly decent for people to mine right now, but the ROIs are terrible. Here, like the ROI is good. Like you're still earning daily APR. You're able to stack, and in with an actual miner, as more people enter, like during a bull market, you're going to make less and less and less. Here, the exact opposite. As more people enter this ecosystem, you're going to make more and more and more and more. And so those are some of the benefits. I might have forgotten a couple. I was getting a little excited, but the point is there's nothing better to mine ETH with. There's no better ecosystem to earn ETH in, or BNB for that matter. So I would just, really encourage you, if you're a miner, miners, people, like, start that micro marketing machine, and really help people out, because I truly there isn't anything better in crypto going than this NFT right now.
I love it, Bull. Yeah, man, you got me hyped. I know the three of us have been, literally nose to the grindstone, 24 hours a day, it feels like, trying to put all this together. But now that it's finally out in the public, and you're saying all these things out loud, Bull, it's getting me hyped, man. I know all of us were hyped while putting this together, but now I think it is, an amazing opportunity. And yeah, I mean, everything that Bull said, in regards to targeting the actual Ethereum miners that have been affected and know, what a shit show it is now. But even in a broader audience, I mean, a lot of you, the feedback, and again, we talked about this yesterday in the AMA. You ask at EMP and we deliver. And one thing that all of you have been asking for is a way to get involved with the ecosystem without having that overwhelming, complicated approach of what a seigniorage protocol is. And, we did that through our academy. Those of you that take the effort and the extra step of learning the ecosystem, you are going to benefit more. You will earn, a little bit more APR, like Joe PV Trader says. You can squeeze a little more juice out of that lemon, for sure. But, if you're not interested in learning a whole new protocol, you want exposure to ETH, you want to earn Ethereum in a very sustainable way, and not have to just worry about anything other than claiming your rewards once a week, then this is just the ultimate solution. And again, we feel like it's going to be able to help us scale to a much, much wider audience as well. So, and just like we did with the Sentinel Squadron NFTs, we're putting together a whole marketing push this week. Again, you're going to start seeing videos coming out from influencers, some influencers that you know of, the tried and true influencers that have always supported EMP, but a lot of influencers that you've never heard of and that that never heard of EMP. So it's going to be a whole deal of new, fresh eyeballs on EMP and this NFT rollout. So we could not be more excited for what we have going. So, LA, anything you want to add before we get to some questions? I know, again, LA has also been reading the articles. We just posted that Medium article as well for all of you to see, and we're finalizing the URL and a landing page for our mint. But hopefully, we're gonna have not only a sales funnel page, but also the mint page live within the next 24 hours. So again, all this info will be on there. But LA, go ahead. Anything else you want to elaborate on?
I don't have a ton to elaborate on, but just know we're going to be going really heavy on the marketing. We're really pumped. We think this is an incredible opportunity for the miners, for anyone really. And so we've put our best foot forward, and we're going hard on this. We're really gonna push hard on this. So
Yeah, totally.
I'm really excited. We've got some big goals, and I'm pumped to see the impact it has on our ecosystem.
Yep, 100%. So again, I'll go into some logistics a little bit now. We are rolling out this mint. Technically it's we're branding it as a pre-sale, but we may have the smart contract ready to roll in time. We did that just to protect ourselves in case the minting contract wasn't live. But by doing this, you're actually getting your NFT, and there will only be a 48-hour window to purchase. So again, we don't have a set number of NFTs that we're going to produce. Again, these are purely utility-based NFTs. All the artwork is the same. So you don't have to worry about any of that. You just have to worry about getting yourself one. So and that's the beauty of it too, is depending on how much money we raise, like Bull said, obviously the more money we raise, the more beneficial. But even if we fall short, it doesn't negatively impact the ROI that we are, calculating. And so with this ROI, remember, it is purposely meant to be sustainable. So this isn't your 1% daily. If you're looking for that, you got to look elsewhere. But we are confident that we'll be able to provide an ROI time of about 1 year, meaning you should get at least $1,000 of ETH back within a year, and that is calculated on today's current prices. So just think about that for a second. We're at about 0.5 peg right now, and ETH is about $1,000. So if you go into an NFT, this Power Up NFT right now, and we recover peg, and ETH goes back up with that, I mean, you could cut your ROI time in half, if not even more. I mean, again, if ETH can get back to all-time highs within a year, then you're actually, do a 3x on your investment within 1 year. So again, all of this has been super conservative on what we're able to offer. And again, it's accounting, the APR is accounting for where we are at the very moment, not where we're going to be, in the next 3, 6 months, a year, etc. So again, industry leading. Yeah. Go ahead, Joe. How are you, brother? Go ahead.
Good, good. I haven't talked in a while, and I just wanted to speak up and say, yeah, this Power Up, I think, is genius. It's amazing what you come up with, and you're always surprising us. So, yeah, this is killer. You got to remember, DeFi is complicated. It's hard enough getting your Ethereum and bridging it over to Binance and getting into a project like EMP, especially when you hear terms like detonator and ROI and nodes and farming and balance strategies. I mean, it's a foreign language we take for granted. I know the 36 participants on here are pretty much, most of us are aware of what's going on. And for us, we just take it for granted. We know what to do. But yeah, this is amazing for people. Everyone's heard of mining. Everyone is kind of attracted to mining. Even if they're not into crypto, they like the whole concept of generating something out of nothing almost, but it is not nothing. It requires equipment. It requires learning a lot. It has overhead costs. I went over to a friend's house, and that was the first time I actually saw a miner. He had a room, and I could hear it from the front door, and that's with the door closed. And he's like, I'm like, what the hell do you have going on here? And he opened that door, and it was like 15, 20 degrees hotter in the room. And remember, I'm in Florida like you, AJ. And the AC works hard enough as it is. Yeah, I went into that room, and I was like, this is like a grow room, like a greenhouse. Yes. And he started laughing. And he had fans going just to cool off the cards, like separate fans in addition to the card fans. And I said to him, I go, hold on, let me go to my car. I'm also one of the licenses I hold is a thermographer, the infrared cameras, and you've probably seen them before. So I said, let me get my cameras. I want to see how hot these run. And we were measuring some of the temperatures, and they were insane. Is that a FLIR? What's that?
Your FLIR camera?
Yes, exactly. FLIR camera. And, I forgot what we were reading, 150, 180. But then I said, oh, hold on, one of your cards here. It was like 270 degrees. And I was like, you got a problem here. I don't know mining, and I don't know what the normal temperature is. I go, but this is an anomaly, as we say in the business. I go, this one card is burning up. He's like, really? I've never had a problem. Well, so funny. Well, not funny, but in about 2 minutes later, poof, the card died. And he's out. I mean, that card, I don't know how much the card was, several $100s, $1,000. Yeah, so he lost that card. He's like, shit, there goes my profits for the month. I got to get a new card. And that obviously threw him offline. So yeah, this stuff is hard. It's like these people that mine, they're almost like running a factory, and they're just trying to earn a fair wage for a fair day's work, as they say. And they're out there grinding away. And while it is sexy on the outside, because it's the whole allure of not knowing like how everything works, when you get down to it, it is a lot of work. I think this whole thing is almost like being on Shark Tank, where you're one of the judges. Do you think when you get a deal from Mr. Wonderful or Mark Cuban that they're actually spending time with you to help build your business? Heck no. They have people. What you're buying is access to their people that are going to give you connections and help, generate profit and be able to sell more.
For sure.
But Mr. Wonderful and Mark Cuban and the rest of them, they make money by leveraging their time, and they have other people do the work. So this is a way where you can get into mining where someone else is doing all the hard work, and all you're doing is collecting the net profits. And you're able to do it in a way where you're actually earning more than if you were actually in the trenches doing it yourself. So I think it's genius. It's a way of people that are not totally in DeFi to get into something that's high yielding. And some people are just going to get it and, like me, jump in with both feet and be like, yeah, $1,000, that's nothing. I get it. I'm going to put in a lot of money, and I see the potential of Ethereum long term. So yeah, I love it. I think it's great. And for people that are in EMP, you've already won because you understand how this all works, and you have an advantage over everyone else. I mean, even with where the farms are today, you're earning like 10x over what an exchange would pay you. And that's if they stay in business. In this case, you own your crypto. You're in full control. You're earning 10x of what the market's giving you out there, like Binance, for example, who are probably the strongest exchange out there right now. But it's incredible. And even with our LP structure, even with being at 50% down on EMP, you might be like, hey, what am I really gaining with the LP? You're gaining a lot. The impermanent loss is only about 6% right now from where we are today if we were back at PEG. And so that LP structure retains its value. And even with 6%, that takes you 30 days to wipe out that impermanent loss. And just real quick, impermanent loss is basically the difference of holding the token on its own versus pairing the two together, tied together as an LP. So, I mean, we're winning at EMP, and this is a way for people that are going to get into it, into not DeFi, but get into actually staking and earning rewards. They're going to win too. So yeah, it's a win for everybody.
Yeah, Joe, amazing stuff, brother. I always appreciate you jumping on and giving another bit of insight and another perspective into all this. And yeah, I mean, everything that we've said this entire AMA, it is a hands-off approach. I mean, we were one of the very first seigniorage protocols to implement what we called our easy button or execute strategy. For those of you that remember, on the original UI, it was basically a button that you would press that would allocate you into EMP in the optimal way. And so this is even a step further of simplicity in the protocol. So, and again, we get a lot of people that say, I like the idea of EMP, but I don't have the time to learn the ecosystem. I don't, I can't be bothered, checking in every day and managing things. So with this NFT, it is, the easiest solution on getting involved in our ecosystem and earning straight Ethereum every single day. Again, we will be releasing rewards once a week. We'll have a UI for that on Ethereum mainnet. The reason we're doing once a week rather than daily is just because we don't want to have an issue with Ethereum fees, even though they've come down a lot. The Ethereum gas fees are definitely a little higher than BNB. But that being said, I mean, the rewards will accumulate, indefinitely. So even if you just came and claimed once a year, you could essentially have a free Ethereum bag for years to come. And really, we've proven the sustainability at EMP, and having this locked liquidity through these NFTs even bolsters the longevity even farther. because again, now you're getting exposure through this NFT with being creating LP at basically a 50% discount because we're 50% below peg, and at the bottom of bear market. So all of this could be, compounded into really letting these NFTs generate massive yields. And we've seen the success. I mean, shout out to one of our partners, Hydro Whales. I mean, they do use Bitcoin ASIC miners to generate yield, and they've had major success. So we're doing the same thing, only now you're getting rewarded in Ethereum, and you're actually more profitable because you don't have to worry about all the overhead of running an actual mining farm. So again, to each their own. This isn't going to be for everybody. We understand it may be a little pricey at $1,000 for some of you, but the value is there, and if you can at least get one of them, you should see some awesome returns. Again, not financial advice. And all that being said, too, I want to make it clear we are releasing our Detonator NFTs later this month as well. That should be in about 2 weeks. Again, we're scheduling the launch of our Power Up NFTs for December 3rd, and then the Detonator NFT will follow thereafter. So I get it, I get that there's maybe not a lot of dry powder left. If you're already in the EMP ecosystem, maybe the Detonator NFT makes a little bit more sense for you. But we're really confident that the APRs are going to be similar, and again, rewarding you in actual Ethereum is definitely the bonus in both of those NFTs. So again, we don't want to divide the investment from our community, and this has really been the goal of the Power Up NFTs is to bring in all new investors through everything that we're laying out today. So all right, I have a few questions. I don't know, before I get to that, was there anything LA or Bull that you wanted to bring up before I look through some questions? If you do have a question, please leave it on YouTube or Telegram. And make sure you hit the like, comment, and subscribe button as well. We have about 53 viewers on the live stream today, so that's awesome. All right, I don't see.
Well, I got a cheesy line for you.
All right, go
The
ahead, Bull.
Power Up NFT, the Power Up NFT isn't financial advice, but it is financial advice.
I love it. Yes, the puns are real.
And
Yeah.
also a device, a financial device.
Yeah, totally. So, all right, I do see my question. Here we go. It says, when we buy $1,000 USD, that new virtual EMP miner, Ethereum NFT, will it have a 1,000 USD value in the NFT that we had staked for that APR? So yeah, we will have two options. You'll be able to buy the NFT in either straight Ethereum, if you already have some Ethereum on ETH mainnet and you want to put it to work, you can just go straight ETH, or you can buy in USDC. Those will be the two payment options on ETH mainnet. And yeah, I mean the equivalent value is LP that you're getting essentially at half price because we're about 50% below peg right now. So whether it's ETH or USDC, you are getting in again at a really a great opportunity in terms of making that LP. And yeah, I mean, theoretically, that LP is encapsulated in the NFT, so it should always maintain that $1,000 value, and especially based on earnings. So, when we do recover peg, not if, but when, and Ethereum also goes up, you could see by the end of the year, that LP value being double or triple what it is today, and therefore theoretically a double or triple in the actual price of the NFT because the LP is locked inside of it. So does that make sense, Bull? I don't know if again, it's kind of a hard concept to say verbally, but yeah, hopefully it makes sense. All right. Was there any other ones here? All right, so people are asking about the Detonator NFTs as well. Yeah, those are going to be rolling out in the next week. Right now, we're focused on this current week of the Power Up NFTs, and then starting December 1st, we'll be rolling out the Detonator NFTs and teasing that, and the mint on the Detonator NFTs will be more towards mid-December, so you have time on that. We're just gonna again focus on one thing at a time. We have a lot in the pipeline that we're trying to roll out in a very short amount of time. We realize that it could be a lot to take in at the moment, but we want to finish the year really strong. And, because, especially with Power Up, there is no set mint, meaning it's open ended, and we really wanted to get it out the sooner the better to really gauge the interest. And especially with everybody, all the negative sentiment around miners and centralized exchanges, we felt like we could really capitalize on people looking to put their money somewhere that is, a little bit more transparent and proven and still earn, a blue chip asset. So, all right, let me see if there's anything else. Yep, we'll release more info on the price of Detonator NFTs is in BNB or BUSD. We're going to release all the info on the Detonator NFTs again, not this week, but next week as we move towards the mint over there. But we'll be giving you the details on not only pricing, but also supply of those as well. All right, so another good question. What will the UI be? So yeah, there will be a separate website that we are, again, it'll look familiar to you, same EMP branding, but we will have a separate UI for these NFTs, not only on the minting side when you actually mint the NFTs, but then just like the Sentinel Squadron NFTs, there'll be an area where you can claim your rewards weekly or monthly or yearly, whatever you prefer to do, and it will be on ETH mainnet. So again, all of this is targeted to Ethereum mainnet. All right, so we have a white paper as well. Again, we're not getting too specific, but I mean, all of you that are in EMP can put the pieces together. We are essentially using our protocol to generate the yield. So their question was basically, where does the ETH come from? Well, it's by creating LP and then doing a portion of that into every part of our protocol in the most optimal way to then generate yield through eShare and other, the other LPs that is then converted directly into straight Ethereum. So yeah, long story short, we're not going to be too specific, but we are using smart contracts to basically do all the work on the back end. We're not managing funds. We're not, doing risky investments. We're not leverage trading. All of it is using the economic model that we built at EMP through a decentralized smart contract that will interact to produce the yields. All right, I think that is pretty much it. Bowler LA, did I miss any potential questions?
And when we have the links, I will be updating the articles, and it will link to the white paper once we have those up there.
Perfect. Yep, we're working on again a landing page that has a ton of info, everything that I talked about today, and that's in the Medium article, and in one easy to read page, and then we're launching the actual mint page where you will go to actually buy the NFT. So both of those web pages should be live within the next 24 hours. Again, development is hard, so we're trying to get out as fast as we can, but we wanted to announce today so we can start again capitalizing. And you're gonna see these pop up. We have partnerships with some of the NFT specific advertising websites, influencers. We're putting together a Reddit campaign, YouTube campaign. I mean, there's going to be a lot coming out, so make sure that you're always supporting what we're doing, sharing it, and helping us get the word out for sure. All right, I think that is it. Anything else, Bull? Go ahead, Bull.
Did we, the this will pay out in ETH on ETH mainnet. So if that was unclear, I am sure we said it, but there's a lot of excitement here. So I might have missed it. I might not have said it, but that is the deal.
Yep, 100%. So again, everything is on ETH mainnet, both buying the NFT, any potential, third-party websites. Again, we're really happy with NFT trade, but we may be looking into getting it on OpenSea as well to get more eyeballs. So all the secondary markets will be on Ethereum mainnet. Again, there's no bridge necessary. We'll take care of that on the back end, getting funds, off of mainnet onto Binance Smart Chain so that we can produce the yields. But as far as anybody holding the NFTs, you don't have to worry about any of that. So all the yields will be actual ECR20 Ethereum, not BEP20 Ethereum on the ETH mainnet, and you will be able to claim those rewards daily. I'm sorry, weekly, not daily. That is a difference between the Sentinel NFT. I mean, that is daily. This is going to be weekly, and that's just to make sure we maximize based on gas fees and all that on ETH mainnet. So.
But the rewards do accrue like each block. But
Yes, great point, Bull. Yep, exactly. Just like, and you can maybe explain it better, Bull. Even with actual mining, a lot of times you have to be involved in a pool, and those pools
yep.
don't pay out until a certain amount is reached, right? You want to go ahead and just.
Yeah. Like, because I'm a nerdy miner, or at least I used to be, until AJ released nodes, and then I'm like, holy crap! Like, this protocol is something special and amazing, and So with whenever you're mining, unless you would have a dedicated farm yourself, and you have somebody be able to set up your own mining pool. As a hobbyist miner, as somebody who has a small operation, you always have to be in a mining pool because the space is just really, really competitive. And if you are trying to actually earn instead of just trying to hit a lottery by discovering a block or minting earning a block yourself. But the point is that because Ethereum gas fees got high over the last few years, the mining pools wouldn't send you out your Ethereum until you got to one full Ethereum, or they had to send it through the Polygon chain. So this was a compromise to show it was a compromise in showing miners something that they probably have really experienced over the last few years, is that okay, instead of we can see it accruing every block daily, etc. But that compromise was to get to a week and then be able to claim, because I know on smaller home operations, I know my nephew would mine for 3 months before he would get his Ethereum sent to him through the mining pool. And so obviously we don't want to make somebody wait 3 months, even though that's how ETH staking worked. This was a faster kind of compromise to something that miners were familiar with from mining pools, but also we don't want to keep people waiting and waiting and waiting. We wanted to have them see results so that not only can they be invested hands off through the NFT, but they also could maybe take that initial step, and that's a big part of this NFT, right, is to make that landing on ETH mainnet. So you come in and they have an easy approach to the ecosystem, because the ecosystem can be overwhelming. But I think when people see that they're earning, especially in the bear market, they might be like, oh, you know what, I better go investigate this a little bit more. And those people can jump into the Academy, jump into the channels, the AMAs, jump into Discord or Telegram, whatever kind of suits them. We have something to cater to all types here. And I think that, in seeing like them earning results like that, especially in the depths of a bear market, I really truly believe that there's going to be a lot of people that not only buy the Power Up NFTs, but invest in the other parts of the ecosystem. And I would expect to see really some new people and new enthusiasm, come into the ecosystem, like we did see with Sentinel Squadrons. And I think we gained about 800 people during that cycle, and I would anticipate seeing that type of number, probably more. And we're just going to keep doing what we're doing here, innovating. The community is going to keep doing what they're doing, educating in a positive manner. And I think we're set up really, really well, coming into the Detonator NFTs, and then some of the other contracts that Jake is working on, and what the other devs are working on now as well, that AJ kind of mentioned, for those that missed it. So yeah, we have a lot in the pipeline. There's a lot to be really excited about. And I think coming into the end of the year, I think we're, like, everybody come Christmas time is going to be happy, not just for Christmas, but for EMP and how things look here. And I think nobody has to convince me to be permanently bullish, but I think when I look at all the people here, nobody here is like, oh man, this isn't going to work out. I think there's a lot of genuine, really, really good vibes here. And so I'm really happy to be a part of this in any capacity, in any type of role I get to play. I'm really excited for the future of EMP and for everybody here.
Yeah, absolutely, Bull. I love it, man. And so we have a few last minute questions I wanted to get to as well. RJ asked, a week of AMAs like we did for Sentinel? Absolutely, brother. We again are kicking off our marketing now. I have an AMA tomorrow. I have an AMA literally every day this week up until December 3rd. Thursday is going to be our big day. And then there'll be some standalone videos as well. So yeah, another whole round of AMAs, not only with the Power Up NFT, but also then again doing another follow up on the Detonator NFT. So again, you're going to see a lot of EMP in the next few weeks. That's for sure. So and then we do see people that are a little confused still. We again, the beauty of this launch is that yes, we understand you cannot mine Ethereum anymore, and that's even more of a testament to what we're offering. I mean, again, just to recap, Ethereum is now a proof of stake blockchain rather than a proof of work blockchain. So the network is no longer secured through proof of work, which means again you're computing algorithms to secure the network through typically what's done through GPU mining or ASIC mining. ASIC is I forget what the acronym stands for, but it's basically a very specialized miner that is meant to actually be the best at solving those complex algorithms. But anyway, the point is that yes, we understand you cannot mine Ethereum anymore, but this is a solution to earn Ethereum just as if you were mining it at a much better rate. Again, 5x compared to what typical miners are able to produce now. So, and the way we generate this yield is through the EMP ecosystem. So again, all of you have the same opportunity as everybody else to get into, EMP, but maybe you don't know DeFi, maybe you're not sure, maybe you don't want to learn, through our academy, and all that's fine. So this NFT is a perfect solution to, essentially mine Ethereum in quotes. You are mining Ethereum. You're producing, more Ethereum than just buying the token outright through this method. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, we're not being misleading on any of that. The yield is generated through EMP. We're not trying to sell, a bill of goods. That's how the yield is actually made, and we've seen it. I mean, the APRs in the farms are still, 0.17% daily, And so again, not only utilizing the farms, but also, Detonator and other parts of the protocol, we are more than confident we'll be able to, produce the APR that we're saying we can. So, yeah, all right, hopefully that helps. All right, anything else? Yeah, it'll be a 48-hour window on December 8th. I'm sorry, December 3rd. I don't know why I said December 8th. 48-hour window on December 3rd, starting at 8 a.m. Eastern, running for 48 hours. And again, there is no hard cap or soft cap on the amount of NFTs that we will be minting, but we will be doing it in phases. So this first window of 48 hours is your first opportunity to get one and start earning. And who knows? I mean, if we're able to raise enough money, we may never do another mint of these NFTs. But the idea is to open it up every few months and build the hype around it. And really, they're pure utility NFTs, so we're not diluting anybody by not having a hard cap on the mint. The money is again, if anything, the more that we mint, the even more profitable they become. So, all right, cool. I think that was it. We tried to keep this AMA short and sweet.
That we
Yeah,
got to
go ahead,
pick our
Ellie.
winner. We have a winner to announce too.
Yes, thank you. So, how could I forget? I get so excited. We are giving away one of our Sentinel Squadron NFTs every day this month for our single staking eShare pool. So, as long as you're in the single staking eShare pool, you are eligible to win. And yeah, LA, are you ready, or you need me to make up some time? Or did you pull the numbers
No,
yet?
I got it.
All
I
right,
got it.
all right, awesome.
And
Go.
guys just bear with us. Now that we've made that announcement, you can see that we've been crazy busy behind the scenes. So if it takes a couple days for Jake to send it to you, just bear with us on that note. But the winner today is 17DA7F. 17DA7F. Congratulations.
All right, there you have it. Again, closing out an amazing AMA with giving away again a $300 NFT. EMP is the best, man. Don't you just love it, LA? I get hyped
I
on my.
love it
I
so much.
know
Oh my gosh.
we
Listen to
yeah,
these two. They're loopy. They're loopy.
we've been up for like 24
Super
hours straight.
loopy.
Yeah, so
We
we
this is how dedicated we are to you guys. We're taking meetings at 2 a.m. We're taking meetings the next morning at 8 a.m. Like there's nothing we won't do. We love EMP.
Yes, 100%. Could not say it any better than that, LA. This is why we get up in the morning, is to deliver on everything that, we feel we can, and build EMP into, again, not only the most sustainable, passive income platform, but, at this point, someone referred to us as a DeFi blue chip today, and man, I loved hearing that. So, the word is getting out
Well,
about,
that's
Red LA, isn't that a compliment, huh? What a
let's
compliment.
just coin that and start saying it a bunch and it'll
Yeah,
just take off.
exactly. So yeah, we're really appreciative of all the support from all of you, and yeah, everything is going really well. We're going nonstop. Everything's busy in the background. As a lot of you know, my wife is also about to give birth any day. So please be patient with us. We're gonna try to do an AMA every day. I'll be definitely doing the AMAs as far as marketing. But some of those days we may be, talking for 6 or 7 hours. So we may this coming week have to hold off on some of our internal AMAs, but we're going to keep everybody up to speed as we go. And yeah, could not be happier for the future. And we did have just some loose ends. Today we had an update on the Paladin audit, so that's coming together great. We had another meeting with Optimus, OPT. A lot of you have been asking about that. Very promising meeting with them. I really like the team. Again, we just have to do our own due diligence, where we would never want to get into a situation where either of us could hurt each other's protocol. And so that's really what we have to just nail down now, and what the best fit would be from both EMP and OPT. But I love their vision. again, Rusty and Tuna, and DeFi Dude. I mean, they're all here for the right reasons. They want sustainability. They want protocols to work with each other for the greater good, and that is all part of our mantra at EMP as well. So who knows where that will take us, but I'm confident that we'll be able to put something together with them as well. So, all right, those are some more housekeeping. Again, today's major AMA was about the Power Up NFTs, and if any of you have questions that we didn't answer or that you're not getting answered in the Medium articles, please feel free to ask in any of our socials. So we'll be happy to elaborate on anything. So, all right, I think that's it. Bull Relay, any last minute words before we wrap it up?
Make
52
sure to get
likes on
those
YouTube.
50.
Nice.
Make sure to get those 50 claps and leave your comment and share out that article.
I love it. Yes. All right, everybody. Thanks again, and we're excited for the Power Up NFTs. Get your dry powder ready. And again, if you want to sit this one out and just go for the Detonator NFT, that's a good option as well. But please be welcoming to a lot of the new faces you may see in our socials as we ramp up the promo this entire week. So, all right, everyone. Good night. Good day. We'll see you tomorrow.